VO2 Max today on Tom. We're utilizing the Zephyr BioHarness, which is picking up his inner core temperature, his skin temperature. It's picking up his heart rate and his breathing rate. What we're doing with this is we're going to calculate his VO2 Max. The VO2 Max is the genetic potential that he has to bring how much air he can actually bring it into his lungs. Okay? It's an important number to know. This way you know your genetic potential. Just because you have a high VO2 max doesn't mean you're going to be a great athlete, but it does give you good information knowing what your limits are. What it's also going to calculate, it's going to calculate the lactate threshold, the point at which his body goes from burning fats to burning carbohydrates for energy. And it's also going to tell us his resting heart rate. His heart resting rate, which is basically how quick his heart recovers from an activity. Tom's a football player. He's a wide receiver, so he's constantly running routes. With this information, it's going to be able to tell us how quick his heart can actually recover from such an activity. In this test, he's going to be running to his maximum. If he doesn't run to his maximum, we're not going to get the beneficial information from the Zephyr BioHarness. The VO2 test, the treadmill fitness test, and we've been able to calculate his VO2 max. We can see that Tom's VO2 max is a 60.62, which is actually superior for an athlete, which is basically, we can see here where his lactate threshold is, where his actual body is transitioning from burning fats to burning carbohydrates. You can see his VO2 max, which is a 60.2, and we can also see his heart rate recovery score, which is nice and short, which is meaning that his heart rate is recovering very quickly. With this information, when Tom is now training, we know how much intensity he's putting into his training because we have his baseline information.